Everyone and welcome to another exciting match of Jet Set Radio Future Bingo. If it's your first time with us, here's what's about to happen. Two teams are about to race through the 3 boroughs of Tokyo in order to complete bingo board objectives. For every soul and character unlock they complete, they'll receive a point, and if they work together and complete 100% of graffiti in an area, they'll receive 3. And if a team works together and collects 5 squares in a row, they'll receive a coveted bingo and an additional 2 points. But they better watch their backs out there, because the streets take no prisoners, and each square can only be claimed by one team, and you don't want to be the team that gets sniped to a square. Oh, and one more thing. Teams will be playing with the co-op mod, which means tape pickups, challenge completions, and graffiti sprayed will be shared between both players. Good luck everyone, it's time to play Jet Set Radio Future Bingo!
What's up, gamers? This is Daft7 today, bringing you our match between Blazor Stands and the Unwantables, last game in week 2. I am joined today by Equiprecious.
Hi, it's me, Equa.
Let's go! Yes, we have a wonderful match today. First match of the season for 7th Ace and Kev of the Blazor stands. Ekla, how are you feeling about this one today?
I'm really excited for this match. I think it's going to be really close. I've spent a lot of time kind of observing scrims and watching everybody practicing. And this could be one of the closest matches that we've had, which is funny because we already had one of the closest matches that we could have had with Bundig versus Hypebeasts. So it'll be another exciting game of bingo.
Right, our last match was our first one to go to game 3. Definitely in the cards today as well. Let's see. We have our board revealed. Players still kind of goofing around, but Ekla, you helped make this board. What do we have in this board today to kick things off?
Yeah, I've been in the kitchen. I've been cooking up some great boards for today, and I'm really proud of this first one in particular because of the graffiti versus the bingos. So as you can see, the diagonal bingo, the bottom left to top right, is a little bit of Kogane, a little bit of Benton, a little bit of Shibuya, and then you also have the column 2 and the row 3, which share that kind of trait. But the graffitis, you've got 2 graffitis in Benton here, with Highway Zero and Sky Dino, and they're fast.
Oh, very fast, yes. So yes, 3 graffiti, that's, I don't know if that's heavier than normal, but that's good. The players can explore the space, explore the board or something, I don't know. If we look at our neighborhood breakdown, we have the points on screen, but as you know, I like the squares. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in Shibuya-cho. We have 11 in Kogane, which would leave the remainder 8 in Benton-cho. So decent distribution, a little light on the Shibuya, but there are, for our quick souls, I have entrance pillar as one of my filters. Should be fun to play.
Yeah, there's nothing that strikes me as super quick on this board. You have entrance pillar in Benton, but Benton's not like super high priority. You have some relatively quick tape souls in Shibuya. You've got Shibuya Tricks is relatively quick, and then you've got some Hikage stuff, you've got some Chuo stuff, and then also Ebo under tower, RDH top of station, and platform above cops. The defaults aren't outstanding, they're not super quick. So this could be a bit of a slower pace game. I think there's a lot of different ways that it could go off the break, with Kogane and Benton being about equal in their strength, but you have the difference between either working towards bingos or going out to Benton for the graffitis. I'm really curious to see how the 2 teams start this one.
That's right, and it looks like we are just about getting set up. All players now on character select. We have all players ready. We will count them in to begin planning.
Alrighty.
And planning commences.
We're ready to go. And yeah, 1 minute for these teams to figure out what the heck they want to do on this board. So, personally, my favorite thing is the bottom left to top right bingo. But, I'm also a Highway Zero fan, and that graffiti is on the board.
Right, as you said, that diagonal is one of those 2 neighborhood ones. We do have 4 out of 5 in column 5. None of those, actually not all that hard to set up, really, if somebody wanted to go for that. And then column 4, I guess, is another. That might be that style of, again, 2 neighborhoods, easy to break up if we wanted to really make a push for it. But we'll see how those might fall into place.
Yeah, column 4 in particular is the kind of outstanding one for me there, because it's the only 2 neighborhood bingo that is also it's got Benton in it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is either Shibuya or is Shibuya Kogane.
Right. So
column 4 could be a bit of an interesting pivot.
And our players are off. They will break. To the left for Blazor stands, we have Kev into Benton and Ace into Kogane, and both of the Unwantables into Kogane. We did say that was, I think, the densest area, right? With 11 squares. We will see how this goes.
This is interesting, yeah. I mean, Kogane has the most squares. Benton has a similar round of points, but it's based on those graffiti routes. Sending Kev out to Benton, he's going to be uncontested. He's not going to know that for a little while. This may allow him to pick up some of the early graffiti routes, but in terms of board control, getting more squares quicker is a little bit better. And if Shovel and Nago can beat out Ace to these early squares, that could be a real problem for Blazor Stands in terms of board control.
Right, our first square does go to Shovel with the nifty top of station. Does not go for platform because Ace collects that. So 2 quick defaults into RDH. They both push deeper and roughly about the same points. Meanwhile, Nago immediately to Kibo. Bold, I will say. Bold to go to Kibo right off the break. Remind me, Ekla, what all do we have there? Looks like a lot, actually.
All right, so Kibo under tower is the quickest and easiest thing to pick up here, but with the stall launch, you can get most of the way through the level pretty quickly. It looks like Nago is going to pick up that default, though, just because it's there. No reason to skip it, really. It means that they're going to take a little bit longer to get around to the tape and do all that kind of stuff, but a full clear of Kibo here for 4 points early certainly isn't bad. Graffiti is on the board as well, so we might see some partial spraying. When you're doing this much in Kibo, I think it's not too terrible to partial spray, especially as it's a level that you can travel through on rails quite a lot, so you don't need the cans for boosting as much. So yeah, we might just see Nago do a full clear of Kibo here, maybe come back for the graffiti later after some partial spraying.
Sure. Yeah, no, there is definitely, I think it's actually 5 souls, it looks like. There's a still platform, and there's tricks, air, and grind, so a lot to work with for Nago. Out in Benton, Kev collected entrance pillar and is going to start with the Sky Dino graffiti route. Let's go, Kev. What else? There was under Bronto, so he may have to cut back and get that. No, he already grabbed it. Sorry. He did already grab that. Let's go, Kev. Way to start strong.
Yeah, Benton is curious to me this early in the game. It's kind of not my intention when I designed this board.
No.
The early graffitis are attractive, and Dino is fine. In terms of being able to pick up the under Brontosaurus and start off on the graffiti route. But it does mean, like I said, you're kind of sacrificing a little bit of board control for it. The strength of those squares on the board it's fine. It's not incredible. But Ace is having a bit of a rough time here. Having entered Kibo, Nago is taking everything away from them, and Ace is just going to dip.
So giving up on controlling in Kibo, but that may, given that Nago already had the tape by, I think, the time Ace didn't get that launch, could free up Ace where otherwise would have been bogged down on the backside of Kibo and not being able to get it. We'll enter FRZ. Shovel has the unlock for air, but has just fallen and missed it. Tube Soul still here, so perhaps the two of them will do this. We'll see which one Ace goes for first.
Shovel actually missing that and not revealing that it's in FRZ means that Ace is actually going to commit more time to FRZ.
That's right. Unfortunate. Don't forget, player. Sometimes your mistakes can be lures. All right. That's what Shovel has unintentionally done. This has drawn Ace all the way up to tape, and now Ace straight to tube. We will see. This is pretty close.
Well, it's going to be very, very close.
We'll either miss it. Goes to Shovel.
Get it, but Shovel.
Oh shit!
Square.
Oh shit!
Perfect.
Ace having a heck of a time. Has been a couple minutes since marking, so I mean, can kind of sneak around here, but that does hurt. But to not get anything out of Kibo and not get anything out of FRZ may altogether just leave Kogane. All that's left is that Sewers Air and the remaining ones in Kibo. Speaking of, Nago collects Tricks 60. Good work, Nago.
Yeah, this is a really painful start for Blazor Stands. I'm not sure how to say it. Just simply based off of the fact that Ace couldn't make the right reads, loses out to Kibo, loses out to FRZ, and has basically done nothing since locking in that first RDH square. Mm-hmm. And the double Kogane play here from the Unwantables is looking really strong.
It's working.
But it's not
working.
Doomed yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's not doomed yet because this is the kind of the comeback mechanic, I suppose, on this board is that Kev is uncontested in a place where you can pick up 2 graffitis.
Yes, I will. So let's see. Kev was maneuvered, did not complete that Dino route, and is now doing Highway 0, also very quick. And Ace going to go to Shibuya, which as of now is untouched. Nobody's gone to Shibuya Cho, so there are definitely some squares that Ace can pick up there. Shovel, meanwhile, pursuing, it looks like, into Shibuya Cho.
Kev has no cans, and it is really painful to watch.
Rip
so
Kev,
I'm not going to. I'm going to put my hand over Kev's screen right now. Okay. What's Ace up to?
Ace is grabbing Shibuya Tape immediately there. So let's see. Our unlocks in Shibuya Cho are 13 platforms and tricks. Let's go, Ace. There's the trick.
The tricks is very quick. You can get this right about here, and that sets you up nicely to go into Chuo for grind, which is also, well, it's quicker than other things in Chuo, I suppose. Quicker than special. 13 platforms is a little bit sluggish, but it's not terrible. And surprisingly, because of the distribution of the players on the board, or on the map, I should say, Blazor stands actually do still have the column 4 angle, which is kind of crazy, but they are well positioned to just get that. Because Nago and Shovel spent so long in Kogane, Shovel into Hikage doesn't do anything to block that. Though they can work as a team towards the potential row 4, that's very unrealistic, I think, for the Unwantables. So Hikage is just where there are the most points in Shibuya Cho. Right now, it's points, and sometimes all you need is points to win, especially when you have a lead like this. But in terms of attacking Blazor stands way back into this game, I think maybe Hikage isn't the most aggressive of plays.
Ace falls on the 13 platforms. That hurts. Let's see. But we'll see. Again, 8-4 lead, as we pointed out. No immediate bingo threats, really looks like here. Blazor stand did manage to spread a bit across the columns anyway. So no threats there, but yes, a steep hill to climb being down 4.
Honestly, only having 4 squares on the board and yet having control over at least 4 columns and 3 rows is pretty good.
Good shot. Good shot there. Yeah. All right. We have Ace's collected. Ace is going back for 13 platforms. Meanwhile, Kev with the Highway Zero graffiti that does propel them somewhat up to now be 8-7. So there we go. Right back in it. They got them. They got them right where they want them.
Yeah, like definitely there's an angle for Blazor stands in this. If they get double graffiti plus a bingo, that's a huge amount of points that Unwantables have to make up with no potential bingos really on the board for themselves outside of the unrealistic row 4 and row 5, and then having to answer back with the Kibo graffiti. I think Blazor stand's priorities here in the mid game have been good despite getting kind of blasted in the early stages, or at least Ace losing out so heavily in Kogane.
Kev has that free spray on Dino, and it may not have been a whole lot, like maybe 10 tags or so, but Ace could quickly go in there and clean it up. And when you're winning the graffiti battle 2-1, and that does help quite a bit. As you said, Kev trying to go for an interesting grab towards Highway Zero special. I prefer to do the boost off of the line leading up to it. This is I don't know.
You cannot do it like that, Kev.
Oh, no, Kev.
This guy about Highway Zero.
No!
Now is not the time. I'm not going to look at Kev. I'm going to look at, instead, Shovel, who is leaving Shibuya Cho.
Continue blocking that quadrant of your screen. Yes, so Yago has collected Sewers, Air, and Shovel recently collected 1 soul in Hikage. Did not grab the point soul. Bit interesting, I guess. But where's Grind? Was Grind on
actually, I wasn't watching Shovel. I'm not sure if there was some skill issues or what, but it was Grind in Hikage, right? And
both on right side, or both right side unlocks anyway. Yeah,
they're right side unlocks because you're going to right side to pick up Grind. Yeah, so probably could have picked that up, but maybe it's just trying to prioritize the win condition right now, which would be blocking this column 4, but it may be Shovel into Sky Dino.
Yeah, so it looks like they are trying to set that up. Kev did end up collecting special. Good job, Kev. Really could make this happen. I mean, as you said, Shovel going into Dino, but Kev does have some advantage on it. They'll enter approximately the same time because Shovel right now going for this entrance. Kev just right back into Skyscraper, and Ace, I didn't really think they might chase that, but it looks like they are. Points will be a front side unlock. You don't have to. No, that's the L tag, so you will have to commit to a lap. But we'll trap Nago here. That's. Things are falling into place. Yeah, we got a 1-point deficit. Kev is not going for Dino Graffiti though. Oh no, what is happening?
Oh dear.
Okay,
maybe there's a different play here.
They may not need the bingo. But it would kind of suck if Shovel just goes right in and grabs this. All right, so what is this Skyscraper unlock? We have Air.
It is points and Air. as
Oh,
well.
points is also on there. Yeah. Okay. So air is a quick one. So again, you've already pre-sprayed. Again, we have knowledge they don't have, but interesting to go. Okay, so Kev already has the unlock. That'll be quick. May still be able to go toe to toe with Shovel. I guess we'll see. Meanwhile,
I think
Dogan.
at this point,
I was gonna go ahead.
you have to try and make the read about whether Unwantables have gone for this Sky Dino graffiti, which is a hard read to make, which means there's still a possibility that Kev goes in and tries to do this, which would be really, really bad for him, I think, at this point. I think the best bet for Blazor stands is to go out to Kibo, lock in that graffiti, and just take everything else on the board.
Could be.
That's a really hard read to make from this position.
Yeah. Okay. So Naga was able to Naga got the unlock, but was still front side, could bail out pretty easily. We'll race Ace to wherever they might go next. Shovel. I'm not sure if going backwards through the spiral is part of the route. We'll see. Dino, you can kind of make your own route. I'll say that. So see how this goes.
The way I see bingo graffiti is, as long as you know where all the sprays are, you'll be fine. Yes, there are optimal routes, but just knowing where all the sprays are is the kind of the major hump to overcome for our newer players. I
do like this. Again, you have the graffiti because you got Highway Zero. I mean, this contributed a lot to one of Miku and I's wins earlier this week. Was, I mean, just Highway Zero. Yes, it's a quick one, but yeah, you've because the other graffiti routes are so much slower and people tend to push in the late game. That having that early game, because Blazor stands are actually up right now. Right? We're up 12-10 now. So having that, and then, well, I guess actually Ace is going to bend. So all over the place with how we want to finish this up. We are in late game. So our win cons, let's see. 16 to win, 12-10. Dino graffiti still possible. I really might take these, if these two can co-op it and finish what Kev didn't have, that minus that little oopsie by Kev right there. 15 for Shovel. I mean, if Shovel has really any struggle with this, it could be a rug pull right here.
This is very hard, I think, by conventional wisdom, very hard for Blazor stands to pull off. I think a lot of that is because I don't think they think that Shovel is here.
Perhaps. Could be expecting to be co-oping possibly the two of Unwantables, expecting them to be doing that route, which, I mean, Nago is doing right now. Yeah, let's see how this plays out. This is busy. Oh, 22 out of 29 versus 6. Oh no. Oh no.
I think Shovel gets this outside of some craziness.
Yeah. Oh, remains to be seen where those 6 are. I guess we got 2 on Brano. And yeah, wow. Shovel could make a big play here. Doesn't finish the XL though. We'll have to go back for that.
That's a little rough. But think about what happens after this. Whoever grabs this square, you have 2 people in Sky Dino. That's as far away as possible from pretty much everything else that's left on the board.
Right.
You know, you can send one person in to grab Jazz on the way out, but then you have to get to Hikage, Chuo, and Kibo, which is where the final graffiti route is, where Nago has already worked on half of that route. This double graffiti play here from Unwantables should clinch the game from this position.
I think so, yeah, because, I mean, the stands, they do need a square, graffiti square. They can't win it with just the 3 souls. Oh, no. Oh, I mean, the bingo would almost lock it up for them, but yeah, no. Oh, no. No, Ace. No.
I mean, it was a great mid-game comeback from BlazBlue stands.
The stands.
It was, there it is, Sky Dino locked in by Shovel Claws.
Shovel with the mark. Outstanding play, and yeah, a hard path to victory now. Where, I mean, yeah, well, actually, Nago could almost do this route himself and block this game up for Unwantables.
From this position, Nago could realistically finish this route by the time that Kevin Ace get to Evo. Right. Which would decide the game outright. And yeah, I mean, Blazor stands had a really difficult beginning to this game. It was a great response, good visualization of win conditions, which is so often Ace's strong point.
Yeah, you
flip
can't
make every prediction.
No, yeah, you flip 1 or 2 to Ace, and it's a lot different right now. Oh man, go Nago! Way to go with this route. I'm unclear where exactly, but well over halfway with it.
And here's some of the pre-spray that kicked in right at the beginning of the game when Nago came here for the early points.
No, you're so
Still
smart.
A little
Oh,
bit to do
shit.
here.
No, let's go.
But everything's coming together, bookends now for Nago in Kibo, of course. Our resident Kogane slash
Their
Super
first-
Rat.
And we'll close the game perhaps there. I mean, you could. I mean, yeah, you. Really, this is the play. There's. Yeah, I guess if you don't see the last marking for stands was 3 or 4 minutes ago. Yeah, you probably figure you got at least one of them on this route, and Nago can kind of just clean up at their own pace. Let's go, Nago. Let's go.
Yeah, this kind of goes back to what I was saying about early board control, right? Because though Blazor Sands did a good job of getting back in the game and points in the mid game, the early control from Unwantables allowed them to kind of direct Blazor Sands into their one possible route back into this game, which was getting control of graffiti squares and also working towards that column 4 bingo.
Yeah,
And that was kind of a lot to do, and they had to make some really hard reads, and nobody's perfect.
I think we can appreciate now Shovel's decision to lead Bikage was likely to, okay, we need to block this bingo for sure. And then, yeah, I mean, Nago knows this Kibo's pre-sprayed and go in there and clean up. So, yeah, again, unclear at the time that, okay, I guess we didn't really expect them to see the column 4 falling into place or something. But, yeah, that was good. That was a good decision right there in mid-game.
Yeah, really clean Kibo graffiti so far from Nago as well. Which is just really cementing the lead.
Does not miss. So, I mean, yeah, I guess they got to go because, again, they know they need the graffiti. Ace picking up, though, but it will not be enough. Oh, no.
Yeah, we have Ace just now entering Kibo. As I said, Nago could pretty much clinch this route by the time both of Blazor Stands get to Kibo. We're still waiting on Kev to arrive.
We need the Netherlands power supply to all fail in order to throw this.
Just the entire country.
The entire country.
It's the only option.
Ace will. Okay, so good work on breaking this up. To catch his lower Kibo. No! That's 2 times this week. No. Oh, there we go. It's kind of
That is unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. Recall.
But here it is. Final spray, locked in, and that is GG. The Unwantables picking up game 1.
Let's go.
That was a fantastic game.
That was fun.
Board delivered.
Kept it close. Good work. Good work on whoever made that board, wherever you might be.
Man.
We will.
Yeah, really happy with that.
Shovel with Kigawaka. Let's go. Ace Bat somewhere is smiling. Oh, T-Pain's watching. Hello, T-Pain. I don't know if you're in this chat. Welcome to Bingo.
Let's see. It looks like our players are going to clear out the board. Just, because we like to do that. With Hikage points, Chuo Grind, and Jazz left on the board. Doing it for the practice. Certainly in game 1, I can understand wanting to fill out the board just to keep your hands warmed up. Get a little bit more practice in before moving on to the second game.
I think this game 2 is Ace's game. Show everybody what it's all about, Ace. Let's go.
I want to take a look at this game 2 board.
I will be an Ace stand.
It's interesting that you should say that.
Skyscraper graffiti, and not 1 or 2, but 3 squares of skyscraper graffiti.
I couldn't possibly confirm nor deny this.
Let's clean up. Let's see what's happening. He's been to Kage, so
Everyone's in Shibuya, which is funny.
I actually haven't connected. We lost Ace from Bingo Sync. Ace, no.
Oh no, is it Spectrum Internet again?
Oh no. Got the feed.
Yeah. Strange.
We'll find out.
Reloading it.
When Ace goes to mark this square, we'll find out. Kev into Kage. Let's go, Kev.
Looks like Nago gets the privilege of getting the Jazz square.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, as the one who clinched the game, I think that's right.
Shovel has the advantage here for this Kage points. Let's go.
Yeah, and it's interesting. You kind of
There's
mentioned it about.
Ace is reconnected.
You mentioned it before how Shovel didn't opt for the Hikage points, even though, realistically, those two souls are relatively close together in the unlock sequence. Those margins make a difference.
They do.
Knowing when to pick up squares and when to hit squares is a really important bingo skill. So perhaps a good read by Shovel. I could watch the VOD back and it might have just been skill issue city.
Yeah.
And I could be completely wrong, but such is the nature of having to watch 4 game feeds at the same time.
That's right. That's right. We go to the instant replay. Hey, pull up the instant replay.
That's a Season 7 feature.
That's
Hold
a
on.
Season 7 feature. Welcome, T-Pain. No idea what the scoring means. Well, luckily, we're in what the sports world might call garbage time. But, Ekla, would you like to explain the rules to one of our chatters?
Yeah, sure. So JSRF Bingo uses a unique scoring system. Every square is worth 1 point, except for graffiti squares, which are worth 3 points. Other than that, if you get a bingo, that's an additional 2 points. Fortunately, for your convenience, the scores are displayed on the screen, and the number of points required to win the game is displayed on the screen. So just sit back and let our graphics guide you, I suppose.
Right, we do have points remaining per neighborhood for each of the 3 key neighborhoods in JSRF, and the amount of points available by default souls, which tend to be quicker than the points unlocks. Ace rebooting CX BX, perhaps a message that they will be rebooting mentally for Game 2. What's up?
What ESPN Red Zone, and is that a compliment?
Oh, the it is. I don't know if it's actually ESPN. So the NFL, basically, when everybody's on a given Sunday, there might be like 6 or so games, I guess, going on at once. But if a team is in the red zone, which is like 20 yards to go for a touchdown, football, blue, that team gets pulled onto the main feed. Basically, you're keeping action at all time because this team's close to scoring. We're going to put them on the main feed. Here's all this other stuff happening.
Interesting. Yeah, we kind of have similar-ish things like that for soccer, as you people call it, incorrectly.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment. Anyone who
actively doing highlights. I guess we don't really have a highlight system here, but again, that's as you said, Season 7 perhaps.
Yeah, let's do things one step at a time. But yeah, anyone who wants to liken this to a professional production, go for it, because that's a big compliment to all of us who work on JSRF Bingo. Yeah, everything that you see here was beautifully and lovingly handcrafted by our team of bingo wizards. We're just waiting for Ace to reboot multi. So they had a browser issue.
I don't think Ace lost feed. Okay, but browser would make sense because that would lose both your multi connection and the bingo square. Okay, so cool. See each other. They're gonna reboot back to title, and we are pretty well good to go.
You're gonna get their blood pumping.
It's a go. Ekla, I think you could put the next square in for us.
New board in. Yeah. This one is a bit of a different flavor.
All right.
We're gonna pop that one in. And that'll show up on stream for us right now.
Let's
So,
go.
Josh, you want to take it away?
I sure can. So we start with graffiti. Skyscraper, god damn it, Ekla, why'd you put that in there? And Chuo graffiti as well, which is, I like that Chuo graffiti route. So, I mean, Ace is all over these graffitis, perhaps. We go to our neighborhood. We got 12 in Shibuya-cho, so much change of pace there. It was, 5 or 6 last game for squares. Like that, like a Shibuya heavy, that tends to make things go quicker. Kogane, very light, also quickening things, only 6 there. And that leaves the remaining 7 in Benton-cho. For quick defaults, or I guess quick souls, we have Ikage Cubby and Floating, Shibuya Platform, and Highway 0 under entrance. This, I see we have game time. We ended up at around 20 minutes for that last one. I think this will be much quicker. This may be all said and done by 15 minutes.
Let me check here. When was the game clinched with the Kibo graffiti? It was at just about 18 minutes. So we had, 2.5 minutes of garbage time, as you'd say. But yeah, so Game 2 board is very different to the Game 1 board. with a lot more stuff in Shibuya here. We've got kind of a more classic JSRF bingo board with the early Shibuya scramble, as it were. You've got Shibuya grind, Hikage Cubby, Hikage air, Shibuya platform, Dogen right of street, and then also another default in Dogen. One that you do have to commit for, though. And then the other two areas are kind of just supporting this Shibuya rush.
If our teams adopted the unhandled exception strategy, this would be Ace and Nago facing off in Shibuya. But I don't know. I don't know if our teams will break it up this way. Blood for sure. Remains to see whose is spilled.
And also my favorite thing about this board is the center square Highway 0 default.
Let's go.
Directly under the entrance, the fastest square in Highway 0, and also the only Highway 0 square on the board.
That's interesting. And I mean, if you did go out there, I mean, you got a Dino default and 2 unlocks. You got 99th Drying, which I like picking up on the way out there, but and then Observatory. So yeah, slim pickings out in Ben show. So
yet SDPP graffiti is on the board, and we've seen these longer routes be very important at the late stages of the game.
Oh, Ace, I mean, really for both teams, not just Ace. But the way you're going to handle that, should this become important in mid game, is I think we'll teeter on this. But I guess sometimes when Skyscraper graffiti is on the board, it's wrapped up anyway. By the time we get there, a lot of people do avoid that. But points are there. It's just quite an investment in early and mid game.
And we are into game 2.
Let's go. All right, off the break, we have a double into. Everybody is going to Shibuya Show. Don't know if we've seen this.
It's the board for it. If there was ever a board for it.
It is a hell of a board for it. Buckle up, folks. In Dogen, we have Right of Street, so Curb Soul. We have Isolated Platform, and then an unlock, and then, Shibuya is just a mess. So we did get that Ace on Nago, but they're going to both go to Hikage. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. We have Air and
Hikage Cubby grind. You can split the difference here with the defaults and their tape cells. I like that.
Yeah, Kev to tape, and Ace gonna turn around, grab floating. Collected. Good work. Oh man, this is a very hot start. Nago may not be able to get to Cubby. Let's go, Ace. No, goes to Nago. Oh my goodness.
Oh, $3 difference there. That's really high value, I think, for Nago. In being able to pick something up here when 2 members of Blazor Stance have committed to this level.
That is a snipe, but Nago may be. Oh, okay, there we go. Yep, Kev collects Air 4. That is picked up on the left side. So Nago was most of the way down the hallway, so that'll slow them down as they move to the next position. Shovel with 2 quick defaults in Dogen, neither of which required, or no, I guess Isolated Platform was. It was a commitment, but now in Shibuya, doing some unlocks.
Yeah, the grind 10 is important. It blocks the potential column 4 rush that Blazor Stance might have been trying to set up with the Hikage start. And it also technically sets up for a potential row 2, which is a little bit silly, but I would imagine, though I wasn't watching, that the Shovel probably picked up Dogen tape, meaning that points is a little bit quicker and easier for Unwantables as a team to come back to if that row 2 becomes a possibility.
Oh, Ekla, I may have a penalty flag or challenge flag to throw down. Shovel grabbed Right a Statue, and I think marked it as platform. Do we need to tell Shovel to unmark that? Because that was a quick run into Shibuya. I've gone back and looked at the tape. I think Shovel will need to unmark that square.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
This is what we have a referee for. I did myself. Double went very.
For that.
Yeah. Double went very quickly into Shibuya. I'm like, this doesn't seem right. But there we go. Unmarked Isolated Platform. Yes, did not do that one. Grabbed Right of Statue. There you go. We're mixing responsibilities today. There we go. Dogen goof.
Yeah, I was honestly like when you said that Shovel had picked up both of those squares, I was like, damn, that's quick.
That's
like for doing a whole lap of Dogen, and then I looked at the timer, and it's like 30 seconds between the souls.
Yeah.
Yeah, something's wrong here.
Okay, anyway, that's after a bit of confusion cleared up, but we have, oh boy, we got a lot going on. So Shovel went to Dino, that's the densest area out in Benton Show. Perfectly good investment out there. Ace does the daft strat, perhaps, no, actually, I think Ace dropped down from the highway, so not the daft strat, but does grab grind. That's a fun and quick one. Kev is starting to spray Chuo. Let's go, Kev. That's
another early graffiti here for him.
That's a good one to go for. You really can't mess this up, I think. It's the cans won't really screw you over. I think if you somehow miss something before canals, I mean, even then you can kind of recover.
Oh, Shovel got it. That's so good. That's the really complex Sky Dino 100 tricks unlock. Well played.
Let's go.
And now we have a race in Chuo as well. Game 2 is popping off.
Uh-oh, Nago is in. Uh-oh. I will... Sorry, Kev. Have to take Nago on this. Should Nago go for this? Is there anything else?
Is Nago going to go for points here? They unlocked it, but it looks like they're not going to pick it up, which means that Kev will have no idea he's contested here.
Sorry, I don't have the right filter on. 2 points and special are on here. Okay, so we'll grab those as we go around. Oh no, Kev, right on your tail. Oh no. I don't think that wasn't on the board anyway.
It's fine.
Doesn't need it. Meanwhile, Ace
committed, but
Ace has grabbed. Ace has grabbed that center square. Let's go, Ace. Let's go.
Yeah, my favorite square on the board.
And Shovel right back with Dino tricks. Okay, so 6-5. I would say we're moving into mid game. Players are settling in, and
This game feels very different to the previous game because Blazor Stan's got some stuff off the break. They have a little bit more in the way of board control. It's a very even game in the early stages moving into mid-game here, and now the early graffiti becomes important. Kev had the lead, but Nago is catching up really quickly.
Good God. There's the special unlock. So Kev may still be able to get something out of this if the snipe, but it's going to be a real quick once the snipe happens. We'll miss this. Yep, I was worried that might happen. No, Kev. No. Nago could have a goof in alley too. It remains to be seen. Meanwhile, Shovel. Collect special. As coming down, will release off of that, it looks like. And Ace doing something. I mean, could maybe make a difference on this Chuo route. I guess we'll see.
If Ace goes into Chuo right now,
I mean,
could be the difference.
There isn't anything. Oh yeah, there's those 2 unlocked, but there's nothing in Shibuya. So Ace is going to go across and will assist their teammate. Let's go, Ace. Let's see if this can be the difference. Nago coming out of alley.
Actually,
6 sprays. Oh no.
Which means I think Kev might have left some at the start of the level, which means it's faster for Ace to pick them up.
Jesus, holy hell, what's going to happen here? Ace is going for... No, what's Ace doing? Ace, going for special.
There's one up on the wall right up there. I think Ace maybe, just here to pick up special.
Or...
maybe pick up points as well.
Who does this go to? Nago checking the map. Oh, man. Kev, what do you got? Is it this wall ride?
Wall ride.
This is good. Is this the last
going
player?
to be a matter of seconds, I think, between the 2 of them. 3 left for Nago, 1 left for Kev. It's behind you. It's the XL.
Oh, no.
Ace might actually get there ahead.
Holy hell.
2 sprays left for Nago.
Dual spray.
Up special,
Dual spray.
Loses it.
Oh, my goodness. Dual spray.
Waiting with bated breath.
Oh, we have traded souls. What is happening? Oh my goodness!
Kev didn't have the cans, and that's the snipe on Pure Graffiti for Unwantables.
Oh no!
By just the slimmest of margins.
What just happened? No! I am distraught. This is the most distraught I've seen. Even my own matches considered. This is the most distraught I've been all season. Oh no!
That snipe is enormous for Unwantables. That immediately catapults them into a winning position. They suddenly have a very realistic row 5 bingo angle with Dogan and bottom point, which I think immediately someone from Blazor Stands has to contest, because Shovel has just been chilling this entire game, really. Just picking up points everywhere on the board, currently working towards Riff, which doesn't contribute to any emerging bingos right now, but when you're this close to a win, every point matters.
Oh, that is such a swing. Oh, 11-6 instead of 9-8. Oh, no. No. Okay. The Stands have their work cut out for them. In order.
Pagani now.
Yes. All right. So Nago is going to go grab platform. That'll be quick, and that's going to quickly put this up to 13-6. Oh, no. There's that row 5 falling into place. Oh, no.
Yeah, bottom point, fortunately, the default here will block that away from the Unwantables, but it's a hard win condition for Blazor Stands from this position. SDPP Graffiti, of course, is the real elephant in the room now.
Yeah.
And yet, both Blazor Stands are in Kogani because there are still 5 points here.
Yeah, so let's see. But actually, Ace waving Kev off, maybe? It'd just be Ace out here, and there's just not much left.
Going to be a close race between Ace and Shovel then into bottom point for Catwalk Room 3 and Catwalk near Cube. What's the priority here? It's going to be Room 3 for Ace right now, getting there slightly faster, picking that up, but revealing that they're there. That's the priority square, though, and that bingo is now denied. The question is, ooh, can Ace get the sexy fish?
Flush.
Yes, I love that. That's so good, which means Catwalk near Cube picked up as well, most likely ahead of Shovel, who's just locked into bottom point for no gain right now. That's huge for Ace.
There is our collection.
Okay,
all right.
13-8, still a big lead for Unwantables. SDPP Graffiti is going to be started up by Kev now. This has to be the square that decides this game, surely, from this position.
No bingos on the board, and
Unwantables could just win on points from this position, though.
They can, yes. They don't need that graffiti. Oh, so Ace, so Kev's starting the route because Ace knows they need it, but...
This is such a hard position to be in because you need to deny a bunch of these squares from Unwantables to stay in this game, which means you're leaving Kev in SDPP alone, contested by Nago, who already sniped him once.
So actually, I mean, I think they can lock it up here. Nago's going to go for Observatory, and Shovel will grab either of these Kibo Souls, and that is all it will take. I don't think there is any way to stop this.
Unless Ace can snipe Shovel to literally everything, and Shovel is ahead into Kibo.
Yeah.
Ace right now has to make the call as well. You know, you have to guess whether Shovel's gone FRZ or whether Shovel's gone Kibo. It's such an awkward position to be in now, and that Chuo snipe made all the difference. Shovel going for a stall launch.
Shovel, that's
very
clutch.
Nice.
Outstanding. I can't do that shit. Way to go.
And that could be the difference maker here to Kibo points and Kibo grind. Ace at a big disadvantage. Ace, in fact, leaving Kibo, a little bit of indecisiveness in finding a way back into this game, and honestly, I can't blame them from this position.
Well, I mean, it's you really don't have any options. Shovel can win this with just Kibo.
Yeah, that is true. You have to go into Kibo to contest, but you also, you know, you don't know if Shovel's in Kibo until Shovel marks something in Kibo. There's the possibility that that Shovel goes for FRZ. You don't know necessarily where Nago is right now. All Nago needs to do is pick up top of Observatory. The amount of work that Blazor Stands have to do with such little information makes this really, really impossible, pretty much. And it was the Chuo snipe that did it. Like you said, that huge point swing, which, you know, would have been, what was it, 9-8 in favor of Blazor Stands if they'd locked that in?
We'd be 11-10 right now. Oh my goodness. Crushed.
And the slimmest of margins, quite simply just Kev being slightly short on cans. That was it. You know, he needed to go find cans to finish off that XL spray whilst Ace was working on Chuo's special.
I thought they had enough that they could hit it from both sides, like the two of them together hit 10, but maybe not. I don't know, miscommunication or something, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to ask them about that one in particular in the post-game.
These are fun. They sure were fun.
It was very exciting. Yeah, absolutely. They're thoroughly enjoyable for us to watch, but probably not so much for Blazor Stands to play. And with Nago up on top of Observatory right now, and Shovel working towards the Kibo points. Quick unlock into pickup. This should be the game clinched here.
Now go pre-spraying for fun, I guess. Maybe just waiting. I don't know. Just slide on it up and grab it. There we go. Come on, now go.
I mean, if you have cans, you might as well spray that stuff if you know that SDPP at some point could possibly matter. Because you don't want to come back up here again.
There is
locked in.
One of two.
1 more point to win.
Shovel needs new points unlock. Maybe that's what Shovel's struggling.
Yeah, Shovel's been struggling with that. Just a little bit.
Not. Oh, actually, yeah, reset the counter. Come on, Shovel. Lock this in. Lock this in. We'll do a certainly way to do it. No, it doesn't get enough though. That's okay. Well, yeah. It has really been all the time in the world. Again, one square wins it for Unwantables. Would have to take the oopsiest of oopsies in order to not lock it up.
Shovel's Xbox would have to explode, and I'm not sure that's possible, actually, given that Shovel's playing on emulator.
There's the air unlock. Come on, Shovel. All right, there you go. Get your multiplier up. Good. All right. Wall ride. And maybe already has an unlock. Oh no, it's 250. Sorry, that's right. There we go. Good work, Shovel.
Looks like Blazor stands doubling up in SDPP here for the moral victory, if nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
But this will be the square that clinches it.
Let's strong showing by Unwantables. That's some good gameplay right there. Strategic
Nago
happening.
Nago in Kogani in game 1 looks really, really clean. And the two operating well as a unit, picking up the win 2-0.
We head into cleanup mode. How we feeling, chat?
I'll tell you how I'm feeling. I'm feeling great because I love bingo. Really exciting games to watch as well today.
Some bingo has happened. Shovel with the grind. Over there. Okay, so yeah, it's clean up.
Kev is going to get Kev.
Boom.
Let's go. That's the moral victory. Kev getting Kev.
Yeah, they haven't actually dispersed this. But now go to FRZ for Maze. And then Shovel has got the unlock for grind. We'll hop down here and grab it. Perhaps. Maybe in the wrong hole for it. Yeah, no.
Evo moment.
Yeah, now go for default. Skyscraper graffiti, and then it'll just be Dogen points. Which Nago does have tape for?
Yes. I believe, Kibo grind be right about around here, so Shovel can pick this up. Nago got the default in FRZ.
Was the last game that Ace got Dogen points? I got all fuzzy. It
was on the board. I can't remember.
Yeah, that must have been last game. Because I was like, wait, I thought Ace already grabbed this, but no. That's right. That was last game. This game was the one where Shovel had the defaults, and then I think the only other thing was that.
Hey Dub, I get to say my favorite line.
How's that?
This was a pretty close 2-0.
This was a close 2-0. We're getting a lot of those this season. We have some competitive matches. Doesn't do much to assuage, but competitive matches.
I mean, the nature of bingo is, I think the score doesn't always represent how close a game is. You know, there are too many intricacies involved with JSRF bingo to really just look at a couple of numbers and know how a game went or, how a player performs.
Right.
And that is, that is the reason why you should go to our YouTube channel and watch all of the VODs like Shovel did. Shout outs to Shovel.
Heck yeah. All right. Skyscraper. Still underway. Only 30 days. It's such a long round. Fuck this level.
It's not that bad. I've grown to like SDPP a little bit more. SDPP is one of those levels, and I think it kind of applies to the Chapter 4 levels in general, where once you know where everything is, it's a lot less agonizing to play, even if you don't have an optimal route.
Sure. Kev, what are you doing? Don't be dying. It's going to refill back here. Interesting. perhaps.
Yeah, maybe it just kept going out now to
Ace,
Dogan
Ace waving him.
and Ace cleaning this out.
There you go. Let's go, Ace. Let's go.
Now Ace has the task of decoding Kev's SDPP route to find the final sprays.
Beautiful.
Good luck with that. And then we have, looks like Shovel ahead to, in fact, yeah, Kev actually is still in Benton. Buffing it all the way over to Dogan. Nago doing Cube Race.
Capping off another game with a
Why
character
not?
unlock. Just why not?
Yeah, the dub is already secured, and it is swag points now for Nago, who spent approximately 80% of this entire match in Kogane, it feels. Shocking, truly. There we go.
Last
That is
pick up
the,
there. That does leave. And there it is. Game complete.
And there it is. GG.
Let's go. All right. Oh,
Hello.
And here's
Welcome.
number 15.
welcome, victors.
We
Nago
thank
and
you.
Shovel, congratulations.
Thank you.
Really clean games. Exciting games to watch for us. I'm very curious about the thought process in this one in particular, just because there was so much.
All right, hit me.
That's not. That's not.
Hit me with the question. Hit me with the question.
I just want to know kind of what your thought process was and how you operate as a team in games like this, where there's a lot of information that's being withheld. On boards like this, when there aren't really a massive board one in particular, when there wasn't like a clear opening play, there wasn't a lot of actually no, board one had the clear opening play, the double Kokane, which was really smart. And honestly, maybe this is more of a question for the other team as to how to work with limited information. But let me know. Let me know how your comms and how your shot calling was going as a team.
I was having a good time. I knew we were gonna do well when Shovel said in game 2 we wanted to do double. I think my call was to do one of us does Shibuya, one of us does Hikage, and then we look if one of us goes has to do Chuo, Dogen, whatever. And then Shovel said, I think that Kev's probably gonna do Dogen because he needs to do the low execution thing. And then it was a perfectly correct.
I said that I think Kev gets sit there.
Anyway, the point is that the moment when Shovel made the correct read, I was like, I see. We're thinking cerebrally here. This is looking good.
And then Dogen turned out to only be 1 point because I forgot that isolated platform is a full lap.
Beautiful.
And
beautiful
my ass is not doing points. And then they just doubled Hikage, which is fine, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, and I don't want to complain too hard, but not having that Dogen marked when we go, oh, you're committed to a full lap.
I'm
for 2
sorry.
minutes, and that is completely destroyed what we were doing. I don't want to raise a huge stink about it, but we were completely thrown because of it, and I really don't have a lot of. Again, it's a bingo. I don't really care. But it kind of sucked a lot. As I'm sitting here, I go, what the hell? What? How can they even be here? So,
yeah.
Happens.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see. There's such a big time swing between those two particular squares. I can definitely understand.
And the mark. The mark was at 53 seconds. The unmark occurred 2 minutes and 15 seconds later, and that's.
Yeah, that's big.
Forever in the first 3 minutes of the game.
I mean,
so
shout outs to Darth for catching that. I don't know if anyone caught that in chat either. And obviously, we're not.
I wasn't thinking about it after I tagged it.
Yeah. So again, it's so early that I considered mentioning it, but it do be that way.
Honestly, if you'd called for maybe a restart on that, I would have.
I wouldn't blame you.
From that.
Yeah, I decided to roll with it, but
didn't work out
not that big of a deal. It's hard of a decision to make when you're in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, there's so many other decisions to make, and that's kind of the question that I wanted.
Bingo admin call to make. to be honest.
So.
Already causing
Yeah,
drama.
we will.
Let's go.
It's not drama. That's not drama. That's not drama. It's called. It's called constructive. It's called constructive feedback.
Yeah, we'll simply
we will take
not
that and we will
forget
learn
to
from it, and hopefully it won't have to happen again. Question though for
Automark
Blazor
save
stands. First question: how do you say your team name? Is it Blazor or Blazor? Blazor. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been saying it wrong this entire game.
That's okay.
I had no clue. I've never seen that word before in my life.
commentary. What's the point?
Actual question about the game: how are you operating with such little information? To be honest, in both games, getting a little bit behind in the early game and not really having a lot of information on where your opponents were. How did that affect shot calling?
We got what to do.
We got surprised on a couple things. I was actively marking FRZ down tube when Shovel marked it, and I
didn't mark it.
Or Nago marked it. Nago?
Wait, was that game 1 or game 2?
Game 1. I sure hope you marked
I
it.
didn't mark it. I didn't mark it.
I was like FRZ down.
Are we playing legitimate games here?
Oh yeah.
There's video proof of Shovel probably doing it. I hope.
It was a frame-by-frame thing on stream.
Me personally should do another game. Not gonna lie.
I don't.
Maybe we can do that one off stream. I have a game 3 board if you want to play.
I want to play.
It's even worse than this one.
No, I want to play. What do you mean? Oh, I like this board. What? I like this board.
Okay.
This one was fine.
Fuck you, man. What the hell? Fuck you, man. What do I do?
Thoughts on the center square on this board, anyone?
It's fine. It's not worth going for, but I had to go pick it up.
Yeah.
Like Ekla moment, I suppose.
I deliberately made sure that was the only highway 0 square.
Oh my god.
I had to go get it at some point, but it was fine.
Well, you want to know the inside information? Actually,
Sure.
I made one alteration to this board.
Oh.
Top of observatory. When I generated the board, top of observatory was Sky Dino Graffiti.
I like that. I wanted to do Sky Dino Graffiti. I was practicing that earlier.
Yeah, I changed it because we already had it on a previous board, and also because I was curious about the 2 graffiti game. You know,
Yeah.
what we do with
I like this board.
opportunity
I
to
thought
split
it was fun.
graffitis and split bingos.
Yep.
Board 1, honestly, I think is my masterpiece. My favorite board I've ever
pinball board.
generated.
I could disagree with you, considering there were 5 in Kibo. And
When was the last time you saw a stacked Kibo, though?
I like Stack Kibo, but I don't think I was in Kibo, so.
Not all that
I was in Kibo, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you were in Kiba.
I like Kibo.
so, yeah, I mean, I was behind a Kibo, I missed a stall launch and decided, cool, there's like 80% of the game. And then Kev got, because I don't have under tower stall launch.
Yeah.
So Nago automatically wins that one and has a clear advantage out to literally everything else, and trying to take 1 square out of that was not particularly worth my time. So he had to set up threats elsewhere, getting
What you're
beat
saying
to
is ban stall launch.
yeah. I mean,
Back-
skill issue, but also, you know.
No, because it doesn't solve anything though. You're still ahead.
So
Kibo
getting
is
beaten
one of
FRZ kind of stunk. So like a lot of things.
Yeah, it was a rough
ended
early
up.
game for you.
Yeah, I mean, we were working from behind for a long time, and so we just had to start making some aggressive plays to try and make it happen.
Did a really good job
In the
honestly,
column
in game
4,
1.
yeah. If I didn't, eat crap on Shibuya Special, we probably win Sky Dino Graffiti. We were within a minute of winning that, and I spent 14 years on Shibuya Special.
Were
So-
you doing Sky Dino Graffiti in that first game?
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
We were
I
20
did pretty
done.
badly.
We were 20 done.
Oh,
In
really?
the co-op route. Yeah. We,
Yeah, the
Oh, I
graffitis
see.
were really interesting throughout this entire match.
Yeah,
in terms of everyone being there.
Yeah, I did not
go
do
out and
Sky Dino
almost. I had 1 death warp, and then I just had to go up the T-Rex, and we were done.
Oh yeah, I missed the Brontosaurus XL and the 2 smalls that are beside tape.
By the
So
tape, yeah.
I had to make up a really strange route at the end to try to save it. It was weird, but it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was game one, trying to make something happen while y'all were just absolutely chewing apart Kogane. But again, if I don't skill issues Shibuya special, then I get to Sky Dino and then we can win the game. So we had a plan the whole time where we win these exact 4 squares, and we got 3 of them, and we would win immediately with Sky Dino Graffiti Bingo. It was an immediate win. And so...
Did it feel to you that was maybe your only option, though? After
it was. It absolutely was.
Yeah, that's how it felt.
There was no...
Watching.
It was, we all in on column 4, pick up the exact number of squares we need, and then win. So I think, roughly, I'm just kind of thumbing through the VOD, like, roughly after Kev marked Highway Zero Graffiti, I pieced together how exactly we have to win. So it was exactly from there, the 4 on the row, and then 1, and then Skyscraper.
God, your strategist brain is fucking so cool. What the hell?
It's playing and watching a lot of games and figuring out exactly what you need.
Yeah, I think
there was a lot of
very
interesting
impressive.
strategy in this game.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm excited to VOD review that.
I love strategy. I just forget after the game what my strategy was.
Same.
That's what VOD review's for.
No, that's what the game is for. I don't need to remember anything. As long as I win the game and the strategy is good in the moment, it's all good. VOD review is overrated.
Do we have any closing statements from anyone here?
I've got one.
Yes,
Oh god, he's gonna call me a cheater.
No, I'm just gonna say, damn.
I'm kidding.
Damn. Okay,
Yeah.
well, thank you there.
Yeah,
Thanks
we were-
for that, Kev.
for reference, we were 49 of 50 on 2-0. And
Whoa, really?
yeah, we were 49 of
Oh
50,
my God.
and we were marking the last one.
No. Oh no!
Yep. And then,
Yeah. After I identified the huge point swing that just
I mean,
completely
it is-
changed the profile of the game.
Honestly, game
And then
3 is a good shout.
That's actually
like, again, this series is... Ekla, I know you like the close 2-0. This series was determined
I already said it.
in a legitimate... I think if you change 30 seconds of both the games combined, you have any person and any team winning.
yeah.
30 total seconds. I mean, I literally just missed special. Like, I was picking up the soul when it turned red, or missed the jump to it.
Yeah, there were multiple moments over the course of those 2 games where we had players synced up collecting souls. It was, and it didn't feel like, like snipe situations necessarily all the time. It was just people just kind of converging on the same souls at the same times.
Yeah,
so
it was very close. I mean, if 2-0 graffiti goes our way, we suddenly can just work with a whole bunch of different angles as well, not losing the square. We've got, if we get 2-0 special, just by points alone, we already changed that, and that was a matter of me figuring out which side of the pole to jump on where it doesn't kick you off, because it's stupid. Stuff like that. So it's a close one. I'd like to see it again sometime in the future.
All right. Wow.
I'm excited if we get to play again. It's gonna be hype.
Hello, Daphs.
Hello, Nago.
You're also here.
I'm trying to stream here, and everyone's just everybody was chatting it up. So I guess it's a preview for next week. So this does it for week 2, round 3, week 3. We have Unhandled whatever the fuck we are, Accepting versus Bundig. So that'll be a fun one for us. Blazers, you will go on and play the Hype Beast.
Oh boy.
Fresh off a crushing defeat from Bundig. So way to
Crushing.
hopefully you can kick them all down. And then we have Rollerblades will be playing you, the Unwantables. So fun matches in store. We will get ready with scheduling soon, I guess. I don't know.
All this and more in store.
All this.
Get through your games, teams.
Yes. So thank you for watching, everyone. We will see you, I don't know, probably later this week. So long.
Good night.